Maryland. Spencer Paragas, Woodbridge, Connecticut. Evan Ying, Clarksville, Maryland. John Lee of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Kyle Bell of Joliet, Illinois. Trevion Johnson, O'Fallon, Missouri. Colin McDowell of Marshall, Michigan. Jeremy Crush, Glenside, Pennsylvania. Parker Hahn of Pearland, Texas. John Mitchell, Smithfield, Virginia. Messiah Pearson of Norfolk, Virginia. Chase Osborne of Chesapeake, Virginia. John Sokolowski of Salisbury, North Carolina. And Kevin Wagner of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And right out to the front, wearing hip number 18, that's Chase Osborne. Followed by number 5, Evan Ying. And number 7, John Lee. Osborne towing the field to a very ambitious opening 400 meters. Reached in 1:11, 71 seconds for our opener. Good start. The field immediately strung out. It is Osborne, followed by Lee. Evan Ying. And now in fourth and moving up, number 4, Spencer Paragas. Paragas now in third. Ran on that winning 4x8 yesterday from Woodbridge, Connecticut. Six laps to go. That's Chase Osborne making his way down the middle of the back stretch, as you can see. We'll be coming up on 800 meters shortly. Spencer Paragas now in second. We're going to hit 800 meters in roughly 2:32.
Coaches and parents, you see Flight 3 now walking toward the safety zone. Those athletes are ready to be picked up. Flight 3 of the girls' long jump. Please meet them at the safety zone immediately.
Back on the track, it's still Osborne. Paragas running second. In third, a close third, is John Lee, number 7, and number 5, Evan Ying. Five laps to go. When they get to the finish line, it'll be our first third of the race down, 1,000 meters. Osborne moving through in 3:15. Chase Osborne of Chesapeake, Virginia. Followed by Spencer Paragas of Woodbridge, Connecticut. John Lee, Spartanburg, South Carolina. And Evan Ying of Clarksville, Maryland. Coming up on 1,200 meters now. Osborne going through in 3:56. .356 at 1,200 for Chase Osborne. Struck out on his own right at the gun. Still continuing to lead this field. Again, our first of 3 sections, 14-year-old boys, 3,000-meter championship. Still Spencer Paragas of Woodbridge, Connecticut, narrowly over Evan Ying of Clarksville, Maryland, and John Lee of Spartanburg, South Carolina. With 4 laps to go.
Let's check in on the pole vault quickly. 21 vaulters remaining. They're at 11.5 3/4. Just underway. 17, 18-year-old boys pole vault.
Moving off the bend and the top of the back stretch, Chase Osborne reaching 1,500 meters in 4:59. halfway down. Now we're coming up on the 1,600-meter mark. Osborne striking out at 5:20. 5:20 at 16 for Osborne. Spencer Paragas, Evan Ying, John Lee still waging battle for second. Paragas now striking out on his own to try to chip away at Osborne's lead. Ying and Lee now running third and fourth. But back up top, it is Chase Osborne of Chesapeake, Virginia, hip number 18, as he comes up with 3 laps to go.
Flight 3 of the 8-year-old girls long jump is complete. Here are some of their top jumps. Natasha Mosley, DC Speed, 10 feet 4 1/4. Dakota Jackson from the Youth All-Stars, 10 feet 5 1/4. Justine Aguiar competing unattached today, 10 feet 5 1/2. Ariana Thomas from Virginia Elite, 10-10 3/4. And Zoe Eastman Grosso from the Connecticut Hawks, 11 feet 3/4 of an inch. Fourth and final round about to start in the 8-year-old girls long jump.
Back on the track, Chase Osborne, hip number 18 from Chesapeake, Virginia, going through 2,000 meters in 6:42. Still our leader as he comes around the bend, making his way up to 2 laps to go. Osborne at 2K in 6:42. Spencer Paragas, Evan Ying, and John Lee still running second, third, and fourth respectively. 2 laps to go for Chase Osborne.
Third flight's complete in the 8-year-old boys long jump also. Sean Wooden, Texas Hurricanes, 10 feet 9 1/2. Joaquin Murgia, Virginia Elite, 11-1 1/2. Joey O'Brien from Conshohocken Electric Force, 11 feet 2 1/2. And Cole Grandison from DC Speed, 12 feet even. Some of the top jumps from Flight 3. Their fourth and final round warming up right now.
Back on the home stretch, wearing the blue kit with white trim, Chase Osborne, Chesapeake, Virginia, coming up on his bell lap. Osborne, as we said before, having led since the gun, running a fine time in his own right, 8:48. 8:48 with 400 meters to go. Don't do that. John Lee now in second, followed by Paragas and Ying. But on the back stretch, finding another gear, this is Chase Osborne, our leader, with about 2:50 to go for Osborne. He'll be setting the bar for the next 2 sections in this 14-year-old boys 3,000-meter championship run. Lee, Paragas, and Ying, second, third, and fourth, with about 2:50 to go. But on the home stretch now, Chase Osborne. Turning it on for the tape. Osborne, big finish. A very good time for Osborne, having come in running 12:37. Osborne, 12:37 seed, 10:06:17 for Chase Osborne. John Lee finishing second, followed by Evan Ying. Lee, 10:30.50 seconds. And Ying for third in 10:31.75. Spencer Paragas closing it out in fourth, 10:34.16. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the official results of the boys' 13-year-old 3,000-meter run. Eighth, Landon Leatherman, 10:16.87. In seventh, Sam Rundy, 10:13.76. In sixth, Matisse Barrera, 10:13.02. Fifth, Edwin Clanky of 10:06.35. Fourth, Owen Doherty in 9:58.72. Third, Elijah Bennett, 9:58.65. Second, Noah Castro, 9:57.68. And winning the race, runner-up in the 1,500, now champion in the 3,000. Congratulations to the 2015 AAU Junior National Champion, Akshay Reddy of Commerce Township, Michigan, 9:53.34. Section will commence shortly. Our second of three sections in this time final. Scheduled for this section, Tanner Henderson of Midlothian, Texas. Sergey Lefebvre of Brookline, Massachusetts. Tracy McKinney, Boulevard, Missouri. William Leach, High Point, North Carolina. Noah Kim, Laurel, Maryland. Spencer Alvizio, San Antonio, Texas. Paul Sepulveda, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Jaron Keys, St. Louis, Missouri. Adam Hernandez, Wichita, Kansas. Wesley Burton, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Nick Kamen, Naples, Florida. Max Schusterman, Smyrna, Georgia. Keith Roberts, Owing Mills, Maryland. Jacob Jackson of Overland Park, Kansas. Liam Rangel, Rochester, Indiana. Eric Gonzalez, Lenexa, Kansas. Scott Albertini, Boyds, Maryland. Jordy Chavaria, Canton, Ohio. Justice Artiste, Rochelle, Texas. And Kyle Samluck, New Hudson, Michigan. Section 2 underway. This is number 7, Paul Sepulveda, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Adam Hernandez, number 9. And number 5, Noah Kim. Second, Tracy McKinney, Boulevard, Missouri. Sepulveda towing the field through 400 meters in 66 seconds, 1:06 at 400 meters. Paul Sepulveda, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Number 3, Tracy McKinney, Boulevard, Missouri. And third on the rail, number 3, Tracy McKinney. Noah Kim of Laurel, Maryland, wearing hip number 5 now in second. 6 laps to go. It's Keith Roberts, number 13, in fourth. Meanwhile, back up front, Noah Kim now moving to the front. With no, in second. You're confusing me. 5 and 7. Noah Kim, our leader, coming through 800 meters, 2:27. Paul Sepulveda in second, right behind Kim. That's William Leach of High Point, North Carolina, wearing hip number 4, now in third. Fourth, number 13, Keith Roberts of Owings Mills, Maryland. And then we have number 3, Tracy McKinney of Bolivar, Missouri, now sliding into fourth. Coming up on 5 laps to go. This will be the 1,000 meter mark. 1K reached in 3:09. Noah Kim, Paul Sepulveda, and William Leach running 1, 2, 3 respectively as they round the bend. Now moving up from way back, number 11, Nick Kamen of Naples, Florida, asserting himself in fourth. Coming up on 1,200 meters for our leaders. Leach now challenging, 3:51. William Leach, hip number 4, taking his turn up front. Noah Kim on his shoulder as they round the bend. Nick Sepulveda going along for the ride in third. And Nick Kamen in fourth and moving up. Four laps to go. Still Leach and Kim. Kamen now moving into third over Sepulveda in fourth. As they reach the other side, top of the back stretch, we'll have our 1,500 meter mark halfway. And we're about 4:53 at 1,500. As Nick Kamen hits the 1,500, hits a surge and moves from third to first, trying to gap his pursuers. Down to 1,600 meters now in 5:12. This is Nick Kamen, hip number 11 from Naples, Florida. William Leach of High Point, North Carolina in second. Noah Kim of Laurel, Maryland in third. As they make their way to the home stretch. Building up to the finish line where they'll have 3 laps to go. Kamen, Leach, and Kim. No change up front. Three to go. Nick Kamen widening his lead. Leach and Kim now seeking to respond. Nick Sepulveda firmly in fourth right now. As they're coming up on 2,000 meters. Nick Kamen, William Leach, Noah Kim. 6:37 at 2,000 meters. 2.5 laps to go. Kamen checking over his shoulder. And he sees Leach and Kim right there. Our front three on the home stretch, making their way up with 2 laps to go. You can see these young men fighting the wind. 2 to go. 7:20 with 800 meters remaining. Nick Kamen of Naples, Florida, leading William Leach of High Point, North Carolina, and Noah Kim of Laurel, Maryland. They catch their wind at their backs, kick it up a notch, and there they go down the back stretch. .600 meters to go for our leaders. Still Nick Kamen. Checking over his shoulder to measure his lead. Leach and Kim still right there as they make their way up toward the bell lap. In fourth now, hip number 1, Tanner Henderson of Midlothian, Texas. And that's number 8, Adrian Keys of St. Louis, Missouri. But back up front at the bell, with about 3:50 to go. That's Nick Kamen, William Leach, and Noah Kim. 300 meters to go. Kamen picking it up a bit. Nick Kamen down the back stretch. Noah Kim now with a burst, moving from 3rd to 2nd. Adrian Kim's in 4th and rolling. And here we come with our leaders all full throttle. It's Kamen, Kim, Leach, Keys. Kamen working his way up to the line. Here comes Noah Kim. Adrian Keys now in 3rd. William Leach 4th. It'll be Nick Kamen of Naples, Florida, as he crosses the line officially in 10:02:31. Noah Kim, 10:03:28. And Adrian Keys with that long surge from 300 out in 10:08:76.
The final results in the 14-year-old girls 3,000 meter run. 8th, Anika Bissinger, 11:07:08. 7th, Cheyenne Scott, 10:51:30. 6th, Logan White, 10:49:45. 5th place, Amber Gall, 10:42:36. Sanaya Watts was 4th, 10:41:27. 3rd, Rihanna Pello, 10:30:91. 2nd place, Olivia Sovereign, 10:29:38. And our champion from Glen Ellen, Illinois, 10:13:24, Caitlin Hart, her 2nd win of the week.
Next up will be our 3rd section, our seated section of our 14-year-old boys 3,000 meter run championship. Again, the national record, 9:14:13, set in 20:05 by Connor Revord of Bradenton, Florida. We have 21 young men scheduled for this section. Kobe Yepes of Round Rock, Texas. Jaron Smith, Missouri City, Texas. Benjamin Werve, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Russell Carroll of Hurricane, West Virginia. John Hodges of Greenwood, Indiana. Jaron Jordan, Patterson, New Jersey. Nolan Freitas, Cornwall, New York. Artis Lewis of Miami Gardens, Florida. Carson Sanchez, El Cajun, California. Elijah Cunningham of San Antonio, Texas. Mitchell Shunta, Windber, PA. Thomas Westrick, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Jacob Wendell, Purcellville, Virginia. Jackson Long, Manor, Texas. Jefferson Brashure, St. Jacob, Illinois. Preston Ruth of Knoxville, Tennessee. Ian Geisler of Lake in the Hills, Illinois. Colin Kane, Dundee, Michigan. Luke Pohl, Canton, Michigan. Cooper Olander of El Cajun, California. And Cameron Masker of Ozark, Missouri. Our final section, 14-year-old boys, 3K, underway. Out very quickly at the break. That is number 2, Jaron Smith, Missouri City, Texas. Wearing hip number 2. Number 4 on his heels, Russell Carroll of Hurricane, West Virginia. Now settling in third, number 13, Jacob Wendell of Purcellville, Virginia. That's number 20, Cooper Olander of El Cajun, California, now in 4th. As the pack strings out immediately with a very fast pace. You can see the clock for yourselves. 400 meters coming up. 66 seconds, 1:06 at 400. Jaron Smith of Missouri City, Texas continues to lead. Russell Carroll in second. Jacob Wendell in third. Now moving up and asserting himself, wearing hip number 6. That's Jaron Jordan of Patterson, New Jersey. He was second in this race last year. So 5 young men in play early on with 6 laps to go. Jaron Smith, Russell Carroll, Jaron Jordan, look at this race. Tight field, all in a row. Everyone still in play. Should come as no surprise given the talent and the depth of this field. 14-year-old boys seated section 3, 3,000-meter run. Coming up on 800 meters, reached in 2:23. Smith having led since the gun. Sitting on his heels still, Russell Carroll. And drafting along in third, Jaron Smith. Smith now moving into second as Carroll passes Smith. Russell Carroll, Jaron Jordan. 3:02 at 1,000 meters. Very quick pace. Again, the national record, 9:14.13. Well within reach based on this pace. Now in fourth, that's number 1, Kobe Yepez of Round Rock, Texas. .1,200 meters, 3:42. Russell Carroll and Jaron Jordan. It's Kobe Yepez now in third. And in fourth, Jaron Smith. Jacob Wendell still right there in fifth. It's number 7, Nolan DeFreitas of Cornwall, New York. And number 17, Ian Geisler, Lake in the Hills, Illinois. With 4 laps to go. Jaron Jordan now of Patterson, New Jersey, taking the lead. On his outside shoulder, Kobe Yepez. as they hit 1,500 meters. Yepes now to the front, 4:42 at 1,500. Jordan responds and retakes the lead. Carroll in third. 1,600 meters reached in 5 minutes. It's quite a race up front. Now moving to the lead, Russell Carroll. Jaron Jordan now in second. Kobe Yepes in third. And with that, Jordan responds and moves to the front. Great bit of back and forth tactics by these young men. Coming up on 3 laps to go. On the rail, hip number 6, Jaron Jordan, Patterson, New Jersey. To his outside and moving up now, number 4, Russell Carroll, Hurricane, West Virginia. In third, number 1, Yobi Yepes of Round Rock, Texas. Carroll now trying to lose his pursuers. Shaking it up a bit with a quick surge. Coming up on 2,000 meters. Russell Carroll reaching 2K in 6:20. And here comes Russell Carroll. Russell Carroll, Jaron Jordan, Kobe Yepes, your front 3. Making their way up on 2 laps to go. Now in fourth, number 3, Benjamin Werve of Virginia Beach, Virginia. He was 6th in this race last year. But back up front, Carroll, at least for the moment, has broken his closest pursuers as he hits the top of the back stretch first. All the while, Jaron Jordan, Kobe Yepes fighting back and forth for second. Jordan now occupying that slot with 600 meters to go. It is Carroll, Jordan, and Yepes. Moving their way through the bend. Russell Carroll of Hurricane, West Virginia, making his way up to the bell lap. In close pursuit, Jaron Jordan, Patterson, New Jersey, and Kobe Yepes of Round Rock, Texas. Carroll will reach the bell. 400 meters to go. 8:16 on the clock. And there he goes. Picking it up a notch. Russell Carroll. Shows he's got something left in the tank as he rolls down the back stretch. Jaron Jordan, second. Kobe Yepes, third. 200 meters to go for our leader, Russell Carroll. Yet another gear by Carroll as he comes up on 1:10 to go. Full throttle now up the home stretch. Russell Carroll, our seated section, Section 3, 14-year-old boys 3,000-meter run championship. Fine time. Russell Carroll crosses the line, winning the 14-year-old boys 3K in 9:26:59. Here comes second, Jaron Jordan of Patterson, New Jersey, prevailing over Kobe Yepez of Round Rock, Texas. Jordan 9:41.63, followed by Yepez in 9:42.52.
Fifteen, 16-year-old girls, 3,000. Next up on the track, 2 sections. We'll get them underway shortly. Quick shout out to Caitlin Melanson from the Tidewater Striders New Energy. Congratulations. Mom and Dad are so very proud of you. Love you.